So, you may have heard the Lake Country HDO pad range is being brought together in the Pro Pack for the first time. What better time than now to talk about each of these pads, what makes them different from standard pads, and how to get the best out of them. I'm Jay from Lake Country Manufacturing. Stay tuned. Now, did you know that HDO stands for Heavy Duty Orbital? And that's what these pads are for. They're for larger throw orbital polishers, people like you perhaps taking the steps to get more professional results. The HDO pad range represents the most advanced professional pad range ever produced by Lake Country Manufacturing. Each of these pad designs has been specialised to give you, the end user, the most accessible and easy way to professional quality polishing results. Included in the Pro Pack, we have two types of pads: microfibers and our HDO CCS Foam Pads. So the whole HDO pad range has been designed to help users achieve professional polishing results in the most efficient way possible. So let's start by talking about the foam pads in the range. So the first thing you'll notice about the HDO pad is the dual layer construction. You've got the working foam on top, which is the part that does the cutting and the polishing. Beneath that, this very firm, hard foam interface. So if I start to squeeze this, you'll see the top layer squishes down flat, the one beneath it barely moves at all. So perhaps the key feature of the dual layer construction is in how it reduces flex inside the pad. Any cutting or polishing foam pad will move around internally. So the backing plate of your machine on an orbital polisher will move around, both rotating and orbiting the center. Because there's friction happening on the surface, where the pad meets the surface, that's acting like a brake. And by slowing down the pad face, the backing plate movement isn't all being transferred to the polishing face. There'll be some losses in terms of how much of the movement of the backing plate actually makes its way down to the panel that you're polishing. The firm interface layer solves this problem, so you can take full advantage of the larger orbits. Another great feature of the dual layer construction is in heat management and heat transfer, or rather, the lack of it. This dense foam layer stops heat from the machine coming down through the pad to the pad face, and also, with the hole in the center as well, the pad design minimises the amount of heat allowed to build up inside the foam itself, reducing fatigue, wear and tear on the pad, and increasing your efficiency. The Pro Pack HDO pads also come with CCS Technology. CCS is where we create small reservoirs on the surface of the pad, which means that when you're cutting or polishing, some of your compound or polish won't be absorbed into the pad. It will stay on the surface in these small pockets without being used up or diminished. And why is that useful? Think of it this way, it's an efficiency thing. So with your pad able to release fresh compound or polish as you're working, you can work larger areas on each panel, which means fewer trips to the bottle to apply more, and a more efficient workflow. The CCS pockets also slightly reduce the surface tension, giving the pad a very unique, smooth feel. HDO pads also feature our tapered edge profile. The tapered edge really helps us when we're cutting and polishing in contoured spaces, because of the way the extra pad beyond the size of the backing plate will conform in those spaces. So let's just summarise the HDO CCS pads you'll find in the Pro Pack. The HDO CCS pads come in three colours in the Pro Pack: the blue, the orange and the black. The blue pad is the powerhouse. That's the one with the cutting ability to remove medium to heavy defects. The orange pad makes a great one-step. It will remove swirl marks and finish down very efficiently. The black pad is a true finisher. This will remove any leftover haze from the cutting stages and refine down to an absolutely beautiful gloss. So thanks to the unique dual layer construction, these HDO CCS pads will help you maximise your cutting and polishing abilities with your heavy duty orbital polisher. Let's talk about the HDO Microfiber Pads. What makes them different compared to our standard pads is two things. Firstly, unlike the standard pads, these come with a hole in the centre for increased cooling. And since these pads are designed to be used on large throw polishers, the chances are there's more heat likely to build up. The hole helps with dissipating that extra heat. These pads also come with a tapered edge profile. This is helpful for getting into tighter spaces and polishing complex shapes. It also means the pad extends slightly further out beyond the edge of the backing plate. This is a major advantage, especially for deploying advanced techniques such as pad tilting, where the fibres on the edge of the pad will be actively polishing the surface, unlike on a square-sided pad where they could be pulled underneath, exposing the edge. HDO microfiber pads come in two colours, that's the blue and the orange. The blue cutting pad is designed to eliminate heavy defects. It's your workhorse, your powerhouse, it's the one that's going to do the heavy lifting for you. The orange microfiber pad has a bit less cut ultimately, but its softer foam and more plush fibres allow for it to finish down to a much neater finish, possibly even removing the need for a second finishing stage. This can do it in one go, hence the name, the one-step pad.